Introducing Gatorade Fit. Fitness starts from the inside out. Get healthy, real hydration and no added sugar, artificial sweeteners, or added colors. Fitness starts from within. Gatorade Fit. Healthy, real hydration. All G.
Our reply to that video is very simple. Keep juicing, keep moving. Keep juicing, keep moving. One group of people in the video, they were moving. Kudos to them. One party in the video was not moving. They displayed a sedimentary lifestyle. No knock to yoga, but it's displayed a sedimentary lifestyle, which is all too common in the American culture. But the first group of people were moving. We find fault with them to this point, however, because after their bodies stopped moving, they were going to replenish their bodies with one of the great whites that we suggest to stay away from. Yes, the sugar. Sugar, salt, flour, cocaine, or such like drugs. Stay away from those white things. You might live longer than not. Because when you look at what sugar does to the body and how the chemical makeup is very close to that of cocaine, you begin to see how addictive and how depleting it can be to the actual physical body, from teeth to internal organs and such like. This is the problem with sugar, one of the great whites we should stay away from, along with the salts, along with the flour, because the flour represents fried foods, which later becomes sugar within our own system. What does cancer feed off of? Sugar. If there is no sugar in your body, then the cancer cannot feed off of that. Well, what about the sugars in the fruits there, Bar? And the vegetables and the fruits? No, those are God's sugars. We're talking about the great white synthetic sugar, which is filled in the Gatorade bottles. When you look at the food content label, you'll see most of our foods in America are filled with sodium, which is salt, but if the Gatorade is filled with sugar. So now you see one group of people being very active. And this is the point of this video today. We're going to show you some things that you can do if you do not have access to a gym, if you don't have access to a local park and such like. But you can do these things in the convenience of your home. The exercises are not convenient. They're quite strenuous, but you can do them from the convenience of your own home. And as we said before, we're not knocking yoga, but in order to maintain a healthy lifestyle, we're not going to allow yoga to be used as a supplement or an excuse to be sedimentary. You follow me? I'm not going to say I'm going to yoga so I can be sedimentary. No, the body must move, and the body will tell on itself, and the body will speak to you in behalf of itself. Sometimes people will say, oh, I had a heart attack. No. You were attacking your heart. That's according to the teachings of the late, great Dr. Layla Africa. We'll get into that later on. But the main point here is very, very clear. To that video, our reply is keep juicing, keep moving. Keep juicing what? Keep juicing the fruits and the vegetables. Although they have sugars, those sugars are completed sugars. Those sugars will interact with our body most well. If you are suffering from diabetes, please be cautious with this. But for most healthy bodies where they can circulate processed sugar, then you'll have no problem processing the sugars with our fruits and in vegetables. We encourage that. But if you are taking the white sugars, which are found in the sodas, the fruit drinks, the iced teas, the lemonades, and such like, we dare say that you are lowering your immune system. It is not much different that of cocaine. Sugar is only difference between sugar and cocaine is that it is missing the nitrogen atom. One element is missing from cocaine, from sugar, and that's nitrogen. The chemical makeups are very close in that respect. But long story short, we're going to show you some videos, some movement. As we said, if you don't have access to a gym or access to a local park and you're time restricted, that's still no excuse not to work out. We're going to show you 7 exercises, which equals 1 set. And the goal is to do these 7 exercises up to 7 sets. For the first week, we encourage you to do 1 to 2 sets. The next week, 3 to 4. The following week, 5 to 6, until we get to about 7 sets. And so when we're keeping the body moving, keeping the body active along with the juicing, it certainly optimizes the immune system and makes it more difficult to get sick. Cognition and mental function is enhanced. The body is in motion, and the sedimentary lifestyle has now been defeated. Activity begets activity. Energy is attracted to energy. These are the principles that we're moving on. So it's very, very simple. We're going to look at 7 exercises going forward. The first exercise we'll be taking a look at is the squat. And the squat exercise will help us age gracefully as we go into our older years, because it will be our legs which will carry us. So the squat's very simple. Shoulders up, and we put our shoulders up because we're trying to do a supplement exercise, killing 2 birds with 1 stone. While we raise the shoulders, it's also strengthening the shoulders and helping the lower back stay in alignment as we complete our squat. So the squat angle is sit down. Sit down, come up. 1. And I'm going to point my toes. My big toe is pointed to the sky to prevent any form of injury as I do a deep squat. I'm shoulders up, come all the way down. I'm going to do 30 of these. And this will be one of the 7 exercises. My toes are pointed to the sky. My shoulders are risen high. I'm squatting as far as I can go. You can begin to feel it in the heart. You can do a quick little pause here, come up. About 2 more left. 30. Now, we go without any delay, we go right into our lunges. The right knee does not go over the foot. It's a straight drop. 1. Each leg. All the pressure is on this front leg. Take a step back, switch positions, right to this leg. Your toe can be still slightly pointed up. This knee does not go over that big toe. It's a straight drop down 90 degree. All the power is in this leg. Lower your reps and continue as much as you can with no weight, while keeping yourself in the body safe from injury. This back knee should barely touch that ground ever so slightly. Slight little touch. Don't hurt that back knee. The third exercise is the calf raise. Find that raised position in the house. Flat ground is fine also, but we prefer a step or something where the back heel is now above the ground. We'll show you. I'm in a rest position. I'm in a rest position. I'm coming right up. Hold it for 2 seconds, 3 seconds. That's 1. Come all the way down. Come all the way up. Rest for a second, come up. 2 seconds. Everything nice and slow. Working on the calves. And when you're doing these exercises, this is the rule. There is no rest. You go from one exercise to the next. So we should be done everything technically within about 30 minutes or so. 35, 40 minutes or so. If we do the complete 7 sets, 7 exercises. But this is our third exercise right here, the calf raise. Come to that all the way, when you go into the top of the raise, make sure it's at the peak. And you hold it there for at least 2 to 3 seconds. When you reach that peak, feel that tension. Come all the way down to a nice resting position. Hold that for about 1 to 2 seconds. And then come right back up. And you're going to feel that. And you can superset or substitute this with a one heel one. Same mindset, same rule. Come down in a resting position for a period of time. Come all the way up as high as you can. Keep going as far as you can go and hold it. After it's held, come on down. So we're working the squats, lunges, and calf raises. This is the first 3 of the exercises. And mind you, we're doing all of this from the convenience of our home, and we're getting a great sweat up in the process thereof. And I love the gym. I'm a major gym rat, but I also like working out at the house as well. It's very efficient, and we're going to tell you why it is. The third exercise is the push-up. Hands flat down. Be mindful. We went from the squat to the lunge to the calf raise, now to the push-up. This is the 4th exercise. Touch all the way down. Spin it all the way up. Give me some good push-ups. Going to do about 30 to 35 of these. Push it all the way out. Sit on down. Roll over. Hands down. This is the 4th exercise. Pardon me, the 5th. 20 of these. Rest for 5-10 seconds. The next set of leg raises will be a slight higher. The 3rd set will be a slight higher. For the core, lower back. One more. Turn over again. Now wide push-ups. 20 or 10. See the position I'm in? I got my hands at the corner of a chair, and the chair is back to the wall. So there's no sliding and the preventing of any risking of any injuries. This is an exercise right here. This is a dip. So we come all the way up, come all the way down. About 20 of these. If you can't get to the 20, get the 15. If you can't get the 15, get the 10. 22 easy, go to 25 or 30. Juicing, moving, no excusing or no excuses. We must keep the body in motion. Juicing, moving, no excusing. Keep the body in motion. Stay away from the 4 great whites: salts, sugar, synthetic white sugar, Flour, which represents the food being fried, which will later translate into a sugar once it's processed by the physical body internally. And the fourth component is stay away from the opioids or the cocaine, which is very similar in chemical makeup to that, once again, of our culprit sugar. That's why we found fault with the video. Both people, one displayed a sedimentary lifestyle and then consumed high fructose, high corn syrupy products. And then the other, they were active, but then later consumed the high fructose, high sugar, high sugary products. After we worked out here on this channel, as we just got done doing, we showed you those 7 exercises, which equals 1 set. You can do them from the convenience of your own home, but we warned you, go slow because they can be strenuous upon the body. But after that is done, how do we replenish the body here on this channel? It certainly isn't with Gatorade, baby. It's with the juice.